Welcome to the University of Texas Pan American's College of Business Administration. I'm Giselle Odom.
And I'm Kirk Garden. We are both seniors in the marketing department. In this show, we are going to see how an actual rural business works.
Then we're going to work with our professors to analyze issues rural entrepreneurs face and how they can use technology to promote their business.
We are going to take you on a journey to discover rural businesses in our South Texas communities. Come join us.
We're headed to Port Mansfield on the southern Gulf Coast. Leaving from UTPA in Edinburgh, we head north on Highway 281 and then east to the city of Raymondville. From there, it is a short 20-minute drive to the coast.
Located on the Laguna Madre, Port Mansfield is known for its sport and fishing community. This small town has a lot to offer, from competing in fishing tournaments to enjoying wildlife. There is never a dull moment in Port Mansfield.
We will be visiting Pelican's Cove Bar and Grill. This restaurant provides customers with a selection of fresh seafood and home-cooked meals. Food choices range from freshly caught drum to zesty nachos and hearty burgers. They have something for everyone, and with its waterfront patio, tiki bar, and friendly staff, you will be sure to go back.
Today we're here with Jan Jones, the owner of Pelican's Cove in Port Mansfield. And Jen, how did you get started in this business?
Well, it's kind of a long story. I started coming through Port Mansfield. First time I ever came to Port Mansfield was in 1998. It was actually a stopover on our way to, I wanted to travel the entire Gulf Coast all the way down to Key West. Saw this little sign out there on 77. It said, Port Mansfield, Fisherman's Paradise, get away from the crowds. So we pulled into one of the local RV parks and we pulled in there to stay maybe a few days, planned on 3, ended up staying 3 months and kept coming back every year. And then in the year 2000, I started working for the lady that owned Pelican. Well, needless to say, I ended up buying it, and that's how I ended up here.
So what kind of fish do you serve?
Well, when I decided to open up a restaurant, I wanted to make myself be different than most places, and I live in a place where I can do that. So I'm blessed in that way. So I serve nothing but drum, fresh drum caught right out of our bay here.
And how do you get this drum?
I get the local fishermen here that are commercial fishermen, and they catch it for me, and they fillet it and bring it to me. I require certain sizes of fillets because all of my food is portioned to certain weight. And so I require the fish that I have them get for me has to be a certain size of fillet in order for me to get that consistency.
So you give the customers really good quality.
Exactly, yeah. I usually get an 8 ounces of fish per plate, and every plate has to be the same.
And do you have any other fresh seafood that comes in from these fishermen throughout the year?
I do get a fresh crab from them. I have a crawfish and crab boil in April, and so they catch the crab for me, and I've even helped them clean it, and that was an experience. So yeah, I do get that, and then I get my other seafood, like my oysters and my shrimp. Sometimes I get those from a distributor, and then when they're not available, then I can go to a fish market and buy those, or I have friends that bring them to me, like from Rockport and stuff like that. So usually then I can get it fresh also.
So do you have changes in your menu then during different seasons, since you said, the fish become available or more available during different seasons?
Yeah, we do. And well, because the summer people, when they come here, there's so much more availability and things, and people just order it more for some reason in the summertime. They want a lot of shrimp and the fish. They love the fish here. And so it might, I'm hoping that it'll really kick off, more so for the winter Texans, where I could carry it, all the time, where I wouldn't have to, because I do have to change my menu. I take a lot of the seafood off for the winter menu, for the winter Texans. I have daily specials. Every day we'll have a special that's not on the menu. So like this year we will do like a half a sandwich and a cup of soup, for say, $5.50. Something like that. Or, we have the salads, a grilled chicken salad. And so they like that. No, so we offer a half a salad for the smaller appetites. We have our winter menu that just started now in November, and that runs from November until March. And then from April until October is our summer menu. Because we get so many people from all over, you know, the state of Texas and beyond, that they come here, they want seafood. So then we have oysters, we have calamari, we have oysters that we cook different ways. We have just, you know, a larger variety of seafood at that time that we do not do so much in the winter. And accessibility is one of the reasons why. All of your fish, any of your seafood changes. It's just like the market. It's whatever the market allows for that day, whatever the price is, and it changes. It can change daily, as does my produce that I get, because I get my produce fresh also, and I get it from a produce place. And that's my limes, my lemons, all of my citrus, my vegetables and all that. So it depends on what the market is at that time as to what's your price. Now it's not that my prices on my menu change. My prices on my menus stay the same. It's not like I go up like $1 a plate or $2 a plate. You know, you do it because you're doing it in quantities. So you can go up maybe 25 to 50 cents more on a menu because of the quantity, but it still helps you make up the difference of the food cost, you know. And of course your profit margin does drop a little bit, but it's not enough to get, you know, excited about.
If I come and eat something today, will it look the same the next time I order the same?
Exactly. I have a recipe for my spices are the same. I have a combination. We make our own spices here. And our recipes are in the recipe book. Everything is made exactly the same. They are put on the plate exactly the same. The portions are exactly the same. So no matter when you come in here, you liked something, it's going to taste the same way as it was when you first got it. Our busiest is July, August, and September is our busiest 3 months. Very busy. Crazy busy.
And why is that?
I just think because it's the warmest time, and the trout, everybody comes here, they want to catch that, you know, that record trout. So your summer season is always the most, of course, you know, school being out and people can vacation whenever also. So we have, so usually from April all the way through October is our busy season. So it is very seasonal, and you'll see it drop off to, you know, almost half by November 1 until March, right about spring break is when everybody, okay, spring break, it's 6 more weeks of school, school's letting out, you know, so everybody starts getting a little bit more excited about that.
When we return, Pelican's Cove Bar and Grill owner Jan Jones will discuss her clientele and what makes her restaurant unique. We continue our journey in discovering how Pelican's Cove Bar and Grill operates on a day-to-day basis. Who would you say is your primary customer?
That's probably going to be my locals, and especially I'm going to say in the summertime, because all of our guides here, and so they bring their clients, you know, by boat. They're getting off the water from fishing, and they're hungry, they want to come, so the guides will say, well, you know, go to Pelican, she's got, you know, the docks, and they pull up. And so that in that respect, then that's how a lot of people learn about me, was through my fishing, you know, through the local fishing guides here. And then people from the local small towns, Raymondville, Sebastian, Lyford, you know, the small little outlying areas here. And then Harlingen, I get a lot. Edinburgh, McAllen, Brownsville, even South Padre Island. So the word's getting around, you know, about us, and so I'm getting getting larger people now, larger group of people.
Do you also get a lot of winter Texans here when it gets cold?
Yes, we do actually. Yeah, yeah, it's springtime to them. We do. I'm getting more and more winter Texans every year now, and just, you know, word of mouth spreads. Right now, they're slowly coming in, but I really notice more so after the holidays, after the first of the years, when we really start getting a lot more in.
Okay.
So from January to April is my biggest winter Texan business.
So we noticed that you have a very intimate atmosphere, like you know most of your customers.
Yeah, the majority of our customers we do, you know, and of course we've got a lot more regulars now. Our regular customers list has grown since Pelicans has been open. We get people from all over the valley that come in now. And of course our winter Texans, they come from all over, and a lot of them have been coming here for 10, 11 years, some longer than that. And some that just started coming and discovered us are now becoming our regular customers too.
So, what would you say makes your restaurant very special to you?
It's because people always feel comfortable. They love the atmosphere. People love to be on the water. They love to see wildlife, and they like friendly people, and they just like to and they like good food. And I think we've got all of that right here at Pelicans.
So, I know you have an outdoor patio. What's on the inside of your restaurant?
On the inside, we can sit probably right around 50 people. We've got a pool table in there, so if anyone cares to play pool. And we have a old-time jukebox that's in there that still plays music. So, and it actually still works. And we have, some people do like to reserve the deck for, you know, small class reunions or birthday parties and things like that. One of the things that the people that come here are always asking me for is Wi-Fi. You know, do you have Wi-Fi? You're in Port Mansfield. You're 32 miles from civilization. You're out here. We're an island, basically. We are, other for just that one little way, you know, to get out of here. One road in, one road out. So cell phones, we do have landlines. All these years we have one phone company here, VTCI, and they started putting in the fiber optics around Port Mansfield. So that's very, very exciting. Now I can get that high-speed internet, and I'm looking forward to that. And a lot of the residents here have their full package. You know, it's a one-shot, one-kill with everything that they have to offer. I mean, you get high-speed internet, you get cable TV, all these channels, you know, your phone, everything in one shot, one package deal. How sweet is that?
So Jan, what kind of events do you host here?
Well, let's start, I guess, start at the beginning of the year. We usually have like a small New Year's party, but that's usually mostly the locals. It's not anything that's real big. It's mostly just the local people here. My first big one and my biggest event of the year is my chili and barbecue cook-off that is held the third Saturday in February.
How many people usually come to those events?
It's grown. This is going to be like our 11th year, and it's grown. It started out like 5 or 6, and we've moved all the way up to 15. So we're growing. So we get a lot of people here. It's a very fun event, and we sell the plates. Everybody that enters, they donate. We ask them to cook extra food. They donate that because it's usually a benefit for some nonprofit organization within our own county, or we try to keep it locally here to help out, you know, different causes and stuff. So, and then of course we have all of our fishing tournaments throughout the year. In April is my crawfish and crab boil, and that's kind of our kickoff to our fishing season. And then after that, 4th of July, we really don't do a whole lot. Our local volunteer fire department puts on a big fireworks display that everybody comes from all over, you know, this lower valley down here to see. And that's in July. And then after that, the next biggest thing is our Halloween party, which is whatever the Saturday is closest to Halloween. We have a Halloween party that's usually a lot of fun.
So, at all of your events, are you always there? Can
Yes.
we always find you at every event?
Yes, you can always find me. Maybe not out late, but I will be there through the beginning, at least through the middle of it.
And do you join in on the fun? If you have karaoke, are you up there singing?
Oh,
too sometimes?
absolutely. And that's how I get people to sing, because they don't like the way I sing.
Well, you have an ideal location. Do you have like the sunrise or sunset here at this location?
Sunsets off of the deck. The ambiance here, because the deck does face the water, and we've gotten pictures of the most beautiful sunsets here. Yes, absolutely. And you can see the deer. So you get to see the deer over here, and then the sunsets off of the water.
Well, all this talk about food's made me really hungry.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you come and join me for lunch, and let you try some of that drum, some of that shrimp.
That sounds fantastic.
Thank you so much for speaking with
Thank
us
you.
today, Jan.
Oh, thank you for
been
coming,
such a
and I
pleasure.
look forward to seeing you back here again. And once you try one thing, you're going to have to come back and try another,
Yeah, we'll
right?
probably be back.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. When we return, professors from the University of Texas Pan American will join us in reviewing documents about Pelican's Cove Bar and Grill. Then we will discuss marketing strategies for small rural businesses.
Today we're here with the Dean of the College of Business Administration at the University of Texas Pan American, Dr. Ozuna, and the Chair of the Marketing Department, Dr. Zulfagarian. We would like to thank you all for taking the time to help us in developing marketing strategies for small rural businesses. These are some of the reports that we have for Pelican's Cove Bar and Grill, as you all have seen previously. We actually have gone to this business. We met the owner, Jan Jones, of Pelican's Cove Bar and Grill, and today we would like to discuss some of her marketing strategies and how to really help small rural businesses succeed.
I think the fact that they provide fresh fish by itself is a good practice, because that's what the customer expects. The clients who go to rural businesses, they know that they're not going to chain restaurants to big corporation restaurants where everything is frozen. They're going to a small business. That's what they expect. So that's the first step, and they're doing a good job of that.
Quality is very important when it comes to pricing, and we know that sometimes people have this common perception that a high price means a high quality. In instances where small rural businesses have to keep their pricing kind of fair to their consumers, how should they undertake their pricing strategy?
Pricing is a signal. And so when you have a high price, you signal high quality. The expectation is that you're going to have high quality, right? But if you signal a high price and you get there and the quality is not as great, then that's a big detriment to the company. But there's other ways to compete in terms of quality, not just in price. And I think that's something that rural areas need to keep in mind. For example, you're at Pelican Cove and Bar and Grill. It's not just about the price itself, it's about the ambience they create, right? The way they interact inside the restaurant, what they do, the way the waiters come and attend to them.
I think for small businesses, rural businesses, competing over price is not the best strategy, because they have so much to offer to their local clients. They can differentiate on so many dimensions of their business, and price is just one of the dimensions.
So as you were saying, customer satisfaction is an easier way for rural businesses to show the high quality of their services and products.
Right. Customer satisfaction is key. I mean, if your customers are not satisfied in any business, it's not good. But in a rural business, it's detrimental, because then people don't come, because you're trying to get people to go there, right? There's a lot of dispersion here, right? So you're trying to create an area where the people are attracted to. And so the quality has to be very, very good to be able to do that. That satisfaction that I went there, not only did I eat a good meal, but I had an overall experience that I want to do it again.
Well, won't some consumers be concerned if the price is always fluctuating?
No, I don't think so, because all of this need to be communicated to the clientele in a way where clients feel that they're getting a better price. So the prices of the products, the entrees that they order, drinks, etc., should be communicated at a higher price, but then there will be discounted prices. Mm-hmm. And many businesses practice this.
I think what small rural businesses need to think about, I feel, is that how do you not only have your own Facebook or your own Twitter or your own social media that you're developing and having the content that you're trying to portray in those things, but how do you get, for example, the guides that have their own webpage to list you on their webpage to do that? It's not really, again, giving something away to get something that's not competitive. Rather, I see them as complementary.
Oftentimes, mom and pop shops talk about word of mouth, and they say that they get new customers because their existing customers introduce them to new customers, etc. We live in the 21st century. Nothing has changed about word of mouth as far as the relationship that is important there. A person has a friend and he basically tells a friend about this business. Today you can send emails, you can send mass emails, you can blog about a certain business, you can post something about the business on your Facebook. And I think that small businesses have an opportunity to understand that when they say word of mouth is now, I guess, more expanded. It includes more technologies. Even though it is essentially the same thing, it's people who know others personally with friendship, through friendship, they tap their own network to introduce the business. But here, technology becomes medium. So I think small businesses have a lot to gain if they tap these new technologies more and more. You know, every semester, College of Business offers its faculty resources and student time to small businesses who have specific questions. They come to us with specific questions. They want their products to be better known. They want to understand certain markets. They want a campaign, a communication campaign to take place for them. They want to build a marketing plan, etc. So we help them with the best that we can, with the means that we have. And this is something that all small businesses should consider doing for their own business. It is in their best interest to take advantage of the relatively free of charge services that public universities have to offer.
All of these events they do help develop new customers, new loyal customers, because they come in, they enjoy the activities such as the chili cook-off, such as the Halloween party.
A lot of businesses are looking at their daily operations as events rather than same thing every day. So they want to create new experiences for different groups of people. And I think that small businesses can use again new technology. Using the service of Valley Telephone Cooperative is very helpful.
You know, nowadays it's more evident that people care about social responsibility. And social responsibility personally, and then also social responsibility with the businesses that we engage with, right? So by having Pelican Cove being participatory in the community, having events, you know, giving back to the community in essence, being socially responsible, which is some of the things that we try to teach in our college with our students, that is very connecting with the clients, right? That is very important that the clients also know about that. That they are being very socially responsible about how they do things and how they give back to the community. That's another attractor that rural businesses can use as well, because people want to be part of that.
I think this is also important because it makes those relationships last. The children who are going with their parents and meeting Miss Jones can always go back there. Pelican's Cove has been open for many, many years under different names, but still keeping that Pelicans aspect. But they will always be willing to go back once those children get older and their children.
So I think that, yeah, a lot of customers already are positively biased towards smaller and local businesses as opposed to, you know, large corporations, multinational corporations. So I think small rural businesses have an advantage. They just need to continue what they're good at.
Thanks for taking a moment out of your time today, Dr. Zun and Dr. Zulfagarian.
Thank you very much for the invitation. I really appreciate it. It is an honor to be here with both of you to speak, and seeing you being students from the College of Business makes me very proud.
Yes, it makes me very proud that you are marketing students.
Wow, those are some great insights.
I agree, Giselle. It's exciting to learn how rural businesses in South Texas can combine traditional marketing strategies and new technologies to adapt and grow.
Discovering how these establishments operate has been an eye-opening experience. I cannot wait until the next time we have an opportunity to visit another local business. I'm Giselle Odom.
And I'm Kirk T. Garden. Thanks for watching. See you next time.